Nobody does it better. Original, they never will be. From coast to coast, yeah, yeah. We're just trying to make it seem nobody does it better. Letting folks roll in, ladies and gents. This is gonna be a quick one. Nobody does it better. We can come president close, yeah, yeah. Original, they never will be. We're going from coast to coast, yeah, yeah. We're just trying to make you see nobody does it better. From coast to coast, yeah, yeah. One more time, just because I'm not quite prepared to tune again. Yeah, yo. All right. Turn this off. Hello. It is your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, and I've returned today with another brief kick in the pants for some of you mofos. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I ain't gonna waste much more time. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with what we're about to get into right now, and that is that we are going to get into TK Kirkland and we're going to talk about how he felt about life insurance. So we're going to use this fair use. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, if you'd like to contribute to channel growth, my information is in the description. So let's get to it, ladies and gents. Fair use. This is your boy Vlad TV. Fair use. But this is your man TK Kirkland. You know, TK Kirkland, who did everything. And he's talking about AJ Johnson's family who needed a damn GoFundMe. This is your man, TK motherfucking Kirkland.
All right, here we go. TK Kirkland, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Vlad TV.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, Vlad? Out here changing the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is how we're doing it, man. One of my favorite regular guests, man. Back on here one more time.
Yes, sir.
One more.
Fair use, fair use.
I'm glad to be here as always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we really can't get started until we talk about AJ Johnson.
Yes.
Who recently passed, who you know.
Yes.
I remember we did a previous interview. We just did a flashback on it where he talked about how he got to start heckling other comedians.
Yes.
That's how he actually got his start.
Right.
And from there,
he was so good that, like I said, people will come to the show to see him heckle people on the stage. And that propelled him into doing stand-up comedy. And what I've seen from the AJ Johnsons to the Michael Williams to all celebrities in this game, and what I want to share with the world is no matter if you get that 15 minutes of fame, ladies and gentlemen, the goal in life is to remember you're a man and you're a woman. And what that means is don't let fame take you out the lane of being responsible, being accountable for your life, because it's all make believe. It doesn't exist. All this you thinking, if people love you, you thinking that you so popular, you got pride, you don't want to work a regular job. At the end of the day, you are a man and a woman. You got to handle your responsibility. And let me go deeper. Men who move in with women because you lied to her and told her you sold her the dream that you was gonna be successful, but you ain't paying no bills around. You done lost homes and she done lost cars because she believed in you. Come on, fellas. I've been talking about AJ, I've been talking about life insurance, I've been talking about burial insurance for years. Today I'm talking to you about being a man.
Hold up. He said, come on, fellas. I've been talking to you about life insurance. I've been talking to you about burial insurance. How come he knows those are two different things, number one? And then number two, he says, come on, fellas. He's talking to us, black men. Come on, fellas. Stop being a bitch-ass nigga. Leaving your family unprotected, black man. Come on, fellas. What the fuck are we doing, black man? We sitting here looking like jokes. I'm a real nigga. You know, Snickers. We're getting snickered at. I'm a real nigga. Real joke. So we're running around. I'm the biggest nigga. The biggest joke. If you was running, yeah, man, I'm a real nigga. Replace that word nigga with joke. I'm a real joke. Y'all don't want to run around and be real niggas no more if you was running around talking about I'm a real joke. Nobody should take me seriously. I wear graphic tees and have braids at the age of 40. Even though my fucking hairline is pushed back. Come on, fellas. Let's rewind that.
Cause because she believed in you. Come on, fella. You are a man and a woman. You got to handle your responsibility. And let me go deeper. Men who move in with women because you lied to her and told her you sold her the dream that you was gonna be successful, but you ain't paying no bills around. You done lost homes and she done lost cars because she believed in you. Come on, fellas. I've been talking about AJ.
Come on, fellas.
I've been talking about life insurance.
I've been talking about AJ life insurance.
Burial insurance for years.
Burial insurance.
Today I'm talking to you about being a man.
Today I'm talking to you about being a man.
Come on, fellas. I've been talking about AJ. I've been talking about life insurance. I've been talking about burial insurance for years. Today I'm talking to you about being a man. Step your game up and work.
Step your game up and work, fellas. Step your fucking game up and work. In my debate, I had to look at the median net worth of white men versus the median net worth of black men. Do you know that the median net worth of white men is $40,000 higher than the apex net worth of black men? The apex net worth of black men is about $146,000. The median net worth of white men is about $188,000. So you mean that their poorest performers are in better financial positions than our apex men, but we running around talking about king. I'm the king. The king of what? Madden? Because according to statistics, we ain't the kings of shit.
Been talking about AJ, I've been talking about life insurance, I've been talking about burial insurance for years. Today I'm talking to you about being a man. Step your game up and work and take care of yourself. And then when we talk about the insurance, listen, for years, I'm glad to tell you this, I've been telling you guys about life insurance. I'm going to make it.
DJ Flags. Been having TK Kirkland tell you all about life insurance. Run that back one more time.
I'm talking to you about being a man. Step your game up and work and take care of yourself. And then when we talk about the insurance, listen, for years, I'm glad to tell you this, I've been telling you guys about life insurance. I'm going to make it easy for y'all. If you can't get life insurance, get burial insurance. Do not put your loved one in a position to do GoFundMe, to act.
If you can't get life insurance, get burial insurance. See, so that right there, most people, especially black men, apparently think all life insurance is burial insurance. Or what you'll do is you'll get a policy for the bare bones minimum, which is burial insurance. I just want to make sure nobody has to pay for my funeral. All right, so get burial insurance. Let's listen to TK again. I'm going to take it back to about the 2-minute mark.
You sold her the dream that you was going to be successful, but you ain't paying no bills around. You on lost homes, and she on lost cars because she believed in you. Come on, fellas. I've been talking about AJ, I've been talking about life insurance, I've been talking about burial insurance for years. Today I'm talking to you about being a man. Step your game up and work and take care of yourself. And then when we talk about the insurance, listen, for years, I'm glad to tell you this, I've been telling you guys about life insurance. I'm going to make it easy for y'all. If you can't get life insurance, get burial insurance. Do not put your loved one in a position to do GoFundMe, to ask for a handout. And the person who even asked for a handout, that person should even be embarrassed asking to help as well. Because
that person should be embarrassed asking for your help as well. That person should. AJ Johnson's wife says she was going to do everything that she knows that AJ would have done for her in her passing and her burial. But did AJ really do everything? Because TK right here is saying he shirked his responsibility as a man. It's even in your good books. Your Bible, your Quran, your Torah. If you're a Hebrew Israelite, your Bible. But it's basic instructions before leaving Earth.
do not put your loved one in a position to do GoFundMe, to ask for a handout. And the person who even asked for a handout.
Do not put your loved one in a position to do GoFundMe or ask for a handout. I know many folks who be like, man, this welfare stuff, blah, 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 blah. These welfare queens, I don't want to watch this welfare stuff. Meanwhile, we'll turn around. These motherfuckers always asking for handouts. Your baby daddy died. I need GoFundMe. You're asking for handouts.
To do GoFundMe, to ask for a handout. And the person who even asked for a handout, that person should even be embarrassed asking to help as well. Because it goes to show you, well, it goes to tell you this. Your bad planning should not be my emergency. And we did that years ago. Your bad planning should not be my, but I'm in a good mood.
Your bad planning should not be my emergency. Your bad planning should not be my emergency.
Your bad planning should not be my emergency. And we did that years ago. Your bad planning should not be my, but I'm in a good mood today. And to people all over the world, what you don't know is that there's grants when you die in your city that you can reach out to these this information I'm about to give you and get people to state those around you on lost homes to remember you're a man and you're a woman. And what that means is don't let fame take you out the lane of being responsible.
Don't let fame take you out the lane
for your life, because it's all make believe. It doesn't exist. All this you thinking if people love you, you thinking that you so popular, you got pride, you don't want to work a regular job. At the end of the day, you are a man and a woman. You got to handle your responsibility. And let me go deeper. Men who move in with women because you lied to her and told her you sold her the dream that you was gonna be successful, but you ain't paying no bills around. You on lost homes and she on lost cars because she believed in you. Come on, fellas. I've been talking about AJ, I've been talking about life insurance, I've been talking about burial insurance for years. Today I'm talking to you about being a man. Step your game up and work and take care of yourself. And then when we talk about the insurance, listen, for years, and glad to tell you this, I've been telling you guys about life insurance. I'm going to make it easy for y'all. If you can't get life insurance, get burial insurance. Do not put your loved one in a position to do GoFundMe, to ask for a handout. And the person who even asks for a handout, that person should even be embarrassed asking to help as well, because it goes to show you, well, it goes to tell you this: your bad planning should not be my emergency. And we did that years ago. Yep. Your bad planning should not be my. But I'm in a good mood today. And to people all over the world, what you don't know is that there's grants when you die in your city that you can reach out to this information I'm about to give you and get people, the state, to pay for your burial and your life insurance. And I have my team, Barry Stewart, put this together. And basically what it is there's really no reason why anyone should struggling right now. Cities have food, rent, and energy.
There's really no reason.
And surplus of jobs. Many programs are over the country in every state offer free trade certifications and everything. I will attach all this information. So this is what you have: COVID-19 funeral assistance, FEMA.gov. They pay for your stuff. Help for the entertainment community, COVID-19 Emergency Relief Actors Fund. They pay for funeral and burial assistance.
Okay.
In the LA County, LA County has a relief support. Here is the link: LA COVID-19 Relief Fund is lacovidfund.org. They will pay for your stuff for free. Come on, people. I've been telling you about from the PPP loans, SBA loans. There are opportunities out here for everybody to get things done that you don't have to put yourself in an embarrassing situation. You just got to do your research.
Well, yeah. I mean, when AJ died, his wife started a GoFundMe.
Yes.
And then I remember she did a video complaining
Yes.
that the GoFundMe wasn't being supported.
Yes.
Now, after she did that, we actually saw the GoFundMe
Wasn't being supported.
Now, after she did that, we actually saw.
So I got 0 motherfuckers in the box right now for anybody watching on the playback. So this important information. Right now, y'all are asking me dumb shit like, well, what about Shiba Coin? Are banks paying 4%? Insurance companies guaranteed you 4%. You've heard of IRC 7702. You keep hearing about IRC 7702. We've been in a 1% and now 0.5% interest rate for about the past 30 years or about the past 60 years. But insurance companies have been guaranteeing your happy ass 4% growth. But you don't want life insurance. You'd rather go with ass coin.
He donated like $4,000.
What's up, brother?
That was nice of him. Very nice. Right. And other people donated as well. But yeah, I mean, it was a little sad to see one of our heroes that we love to see on the screen, from Giselle to Friday to the Players Club to I Got the Hookup. His family having to go forward and ask for donations in order to bury him.
Yes. And what people need to understand, you're going to die. I'm tired of this denial. this denial shit. You're going to fucking die. And I dealt with death at a young age, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I came up with Thinkology. Every time, I want you to remember this every time after this interview. Every time somebody dies, you're supposed to get your act in order. It's a reminder to let you know one day this is going to be you. And do you have your house in order? And what I mean by have your house in order, you have your life insurance, your burial insurance. Do you have a will? Do you have an estate? Do you have all these things together? Because nobody cares, ladies and gentlemen. When you drive through LA and different parts of the country, people on the street, on the highway, intense. This is not a game. And all you have to do is just dig deep down and put your pride to the side. Go get a job. If you're in love with a woman, work it out together. Or stay by yourself so you don't lose everything in a divorce or a girlfriend. But I just want y'all to win. That's going to be my last thing saying on this. AJ, I've always loved you as a brother.
Hold on 1 second. I got to rewind my live. So as y'all see here, TK said, you can't deny it. You're going to die. Let's run that back because I think this is important for y'all to hear. So I'm going to go to the beginning because he says, come on, fellas.
Take you out the lane, being responsible,
Sorry about that.
being accountable.
I'm doing a lot
of life.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
It doesn't exist. All this you thinking that people love you, you thinking that you're so popular, you got pride, you don't want to work a regular job. At the end of the day, you are a man and a woman. You got to handle your responsibility. And then we go deeper. Men who move in with women because you lied to her and told her you sold her the dream that you was gonna be successful, but you ain't paying no bills around. You done lost homes and she done lost cars because she believed in you. Come on, fellas. I've been talking about AJ, I've been talking about life insurance, I've been talking about burial insurance for years. Today I'm talking to you about being a man. Step your game up and work and take care of yourself. And then when we talk about the insurance, listen, for years, and Vlad will tell you this, I've been telling you guys about life insurance. I'm going to make it easy for you. If you can't get life insurance, get burial insurance. Do not put your loved one in a position to do GoFundMe, to ask them for a handout. And the person who even asks for a handout, that person should even be embarrassed asking to help as well. Because it goes to show you, well, it goes to tell you this. Your bad planning should not be my emergency. And we did that years ago. Yep. Your bad planning should not be my. But I'm in a good mood today. And to people all over the world, what you don't know is that there's grants. When you die in your city, that you can reach out to this information I'm about to give you and get people, the state, to pay for your burial and your life insurance. And I had my team, Barry Stewart, put this together. And basically what it is says, there's really no reason why anyone should struggling right now. Cities have food, rent, energy, and surplus of jobs. Many programs are over the country in every state offer free trade certifications and everything. I will attach all this information. So this is what you have. COVID-19 funeral assistance, FEMA.gov. They pay for your stuff. Help for the entertainment community, COVID-19 Emergency Relief Actors Fund. They pay for funeral and burial assistance. Okay. In the LA County, LA County has a relief support. Here is the link. LA COVID-19 Relief Fund is lacovidfund.org. They will pay for your stuff for free. Come on, people. I've been telling you about from the PPP loans, SBA loans. There are opportunities out here for everybody to get things done that you don't have to put yourself in an embarrassing situation. You just got to do your research.
Well, yeah. I mean, when AJ died, his wife started a GoFundMe.
Yes.
And then I remember she did a video complaining that the GoFundMe wasn't being supported.
Yes.
So after she did that, we actually saw the GoFundMe jump up. I think it's at like 40,000 now.
Yeah.
The goal was 20,000.
Okay.
You know, Lil Rel, he donated like 4,000.
Right. That was nice of him.
Very nice of him.
Right.
And other people donated as well. But yeah, I mean, it was a little sad to see one of our heroes that we love to see on the screen, from Ezel to Friday to the Players Club to I Got the Hookup. His family having to go forward and ask for donations in order to bury him.
Yes. And what people need to understand, you're going to die. I'm tired of this denial shit. You're going to fucking die. And I dealt with death at a young age, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I came up with Thinkology. Every time, I want you to remember this every time after this interview. Every time somebody dies, you're supposed to get your act in order. It's a reminder to let you know one day this is going to be you. And do you have your house in order? And what I mean by have your house in order, you have your life insurance, your burial insurance. Do you have a will? Do you have an estate? Do you have all these things together? Because nobody cares, ladies and gentlemen. When you drive through LA and different parts of the country, people on the street, on the highway, intense. This is not a game. And all you have to do is just dig deep down and put your pride to the side. Go get a job. If you're in love with a woman, work it out together, or stay by yourself so you don't lose everything in a divorce or a girlfriend. But I just want y'all to win. Enough. This is gonna be my last thing saying on this. AJ, I've always loved you, your brother. To the family and friends, I hope that you guys got what you wanted. But
so yes, give me a call first thing in the morning. I'm gonna go back to yelling at niggas because now that I just let TK off, I'm gonna pull up that debate. Did you get a chance to read it? Okay, it's in your
It would be
WhatsApp.
impossible to strip everything
You're
apart.
gonna fucking love
A
it.
man can try.
All right.
Got big stream dreams, don't I?
No doubt. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, so we just saw TK Kirkland tell us the importance of having all that information. And no doubt, Kay, I'm going to definitely remove the interview since Vlad will definitely strike me. But I think it's important to see what we saw, right? And the reason that it was important for us to see what we saw was because TK is telling us, hey, get you some life insurance. And I'll make it easy. If you don't get life insurance, get burial insurance. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's something that I wanna share with y'all. Also, because I have some more articles. I actually have another video from Flipboard, and it's about the importance of investing in life insurance. So let's take a look at that really quickly, and see how it's very important, because it says investing in life insurance, and people are always talking about, well, I'm investing. So let's just take a look really quick at this video from Flipboard. The death of a popular actor whose family had no coverage in the event of his death is raising the conversation of how important it is to plan for your death and arrangements while you're still living.
We're raising money because I have to pay for this all out of pocket. I'm asking for help, but if I don't get it, it's fine because I'm not leaving my husband in there like that. You know what I mean? We're going to have a service. I'm going to do everything I know he would have done for me. It's just hurtful, like.
Now she says, I'm going to do everything I know he would have done for me, but get life insurance. Because had he done that, you wouldn't be on TMZ right now, madam. Hold on. Let's just look at that one more again.
We're raising money because I have to pay for this all out of pocket. I'm asking for help, but if I don't get it, it's fine because I'm not leaving my husband in there like that. You know what I mean? We're going to have a service. I'm going to do everything I know he would have done for me.
Except get life insurance.
It's just hurtful, like. I will not be asking if we had it or we had a policy.
That was an emotional video of comedian AJ Johnson's wife as she pleads for help for the actor's burial services. He was best known for roles in the movie Friday. As you heard in her video, the family doesn't have a life insurance policy, so they started a GoFundMe page to help pay for expenses. And so far, they haven't raised a lot of money. That led us to this question: how important is it to plan for your death? We spoke to our panel on how to best prepare for funeral expenses while you're still alive.
And our guests are here on The Factor Uncensored. We have former insurance manager Tina Green and funeral director Kevin Coughlin. Guys, obviously, what has us talking about this situation is the death of actor and comedian AJ Johnson from the Friday movies. He died. His wife can't afford to bury him. Tina, are you at all surprised that a famous Hollywood comedian actor dies and his family doesn't have the money to bury him now?
Well, Isaiah, it's pretty alarming because we have seen many of our actors and our musicians that have passed away that they have not had proper insurance. So it's very alarming and just I don't know. It's concerning that people don't find it important to get life insurance while they're living. That's what's necessary while we're living.
See, with a lot of the entertainers in Hollywood, Tina, is that many of them are self-employed, and so they don't think ahead, they don't plan ahead. It's living day to day, these extravagant lives, but nothing down the road.
I agree, but it's better to plan now because the families are left with the hardship of trying to pull it together. I've even been in settings, Isaiah, that people have taken offerings at a funeral trying to bury their loved ones. It is so sad that has to happen. Even more so for them to have to go and do a GoFundMe to bury someone of his caliber because of poor planning.
And Kevin, you know better than anyone else the struggles out there with families trying to gather that money. In some instances, leaving family members, and I hate to say it this way, on ice for weeks until they're able to raise that money.
It's true. People don't like to think about the fact.
Leaving that body on ice. Okay, we'll pay for it yourself, ma'am. Oh, yeah, well, no, she's not going to pay for it herself, KP. She can't afford to pay for it herself. Now, here's what's funny, because I did an article on it earlier this week, and she was looking for $20,000. AJ Johnson died worth $100,000. So, $100,000, after selling all his assets, half of that will go to his funeral. They'll be left with $50,000. But where can they go with $50,000?
Fact that they are going to pass away one day, and life insurance is one of those things that there's not an immediate benefit. So people kind of back burner it a lot and don't plan accordingly because it's not something you can feel and touch. So they put their money elsewhere, or if they're low income, often it's one of the things to be cut out of the budget.
Kevin, being a funeral director, what has the longest period of time you've seen of a family trying to struggle and gather that money together while their loved one is waiting at the funeral home to be buried?
Probably on average about 2 to 3 weeks. On
average, 2 to 3 weeks. Salute, Chaos. He said on average, 2 to 3 weeks. On average, 2 to 3 weeks. Your body be on ice for 2 to 3 weeks.
Waiting at the funeral home to be buried.
Probably on average about 2 to 3 weeks. And where I work, we do try to work with folks because we're a small community and we try to help the community and stick together. But there are a lot of families, unfortunately, that they don't know what to do. They have no options, no one to turn to, so they turn to the community. And often we suggest them not doing a GoFundMe because GoFundMe takes a percentage of the money raised.
Right.
So I tell them, have the donations to the funeral home and we'll keep the running tally for you. And that way we don't keep any of it. I mean, any percentage of it as like a surcharge.
Yeah, smart move. And a lot of families have not graduated, and I'll say graduated because my entire family has graduated to cremation, which is way more affordable than a funeral. But a lot of families simply don't believe in that, right, Tina?
That is correct. Many families have, I have found it be the same as you saying, going to cremation because it's less costly, and I'm certain we all know that. So that's what they opt to do. But it's all about planning. That's the bottom line. You have to plan now. The conversation should be going on now because we're all gonna die one day, right?
Absolutely.
So it's better to have it than not to have it.
Rather get caught with it than caught without one.
Such a hardship on the back end. Even myself, I can speak for my daughter. As she had her children, I began to add a rider to my policy for each one of the children to have life insurance. So it starts early. It starts early, and you can do it. It's better to put your investments, as he was saying a moment ago, into planning and having a pre-needs plan.
So one of my things that I hear, especially with black folk, I don't want to make anybody rich. When I die, I don't want to make nobody rich. Motherfucker. How is someone rich if they get $50,000 and your funeral is $21,000? That leaves them with $39,000. That's less than the median income of Americans at $42,000. So you left them 1 year's salary. I don't want to make nobody rich. So, but then why are you doing all this hustling and I'm gonna leave my kids some real estate and I don't care if you believe in cremation. What can you afford? Well, you know what's funny? Cremation isn't that inexpensive either. And see, the act of burning the body doesn't remove the fact that people still want to have a service, a funeral of some sort. So you won't view the body, you'll view a picture of a person, but the act of burning the body still causes you to purchase an urn. And actually, I'm going to Google that right now. We're going to go to Google. And we're going to go, how much is an urn for ashes? So the cheapest urn I found is on, looks like on Amazon for $30. But let's see, if I go to, it's not, okay. Urns for humans, same day engraving. They've got urns under $100 apparently here. Save 15%. Cremation urns by material. Cremation jewelry. Urn vaults. Pet urns. So let's see, the cheapest urn I see here is $109.99. And that's the Atlas brass urn. Hold on, let's take a look at this because I think that is important to see. Like KP said, I don't care what you believe in. What can you afford? Adult urns. Save 15% today. So yeah, you can get an urn for $109. Okay. 109. So at least you're gonna spend $100. So that's a lot cheaper. Okay. Oh, a box, a cardboard box is $130 for your family's ashes. And all of these are mostly out of stock. Let's just do this. Boom. How much is an urn? Cremation urns at Walmart. So the cost of cremation urns ranges from $50 to well over $2,000. And according to a recent price study performed by the National Funeral Directors Association, the average cost of a cremation urn is $295 as of September 8th, 2021. So the urn to put your ashes in, we'll say is $300. How much is cremation? Starting at $0 out of pockets. $990, no fees. So cremation in Connecticut is gonna, at the lowest, cost you about $1,000. So let's see, and this is here in the state of Connecticut. So $799 all-inclusive promotional class package. Basic services of funeral director, transportation to the funeral home within Connecticut, Connecticut medical examiner, Department of Health required 48-hour shelter of deceased prior to cremation, transportation to the ceremony, cremation procedure, and Social Security notification. Promotional prices only applied or accepted for families who pay for direct cremation charges at initial arrangement. Merchandise is not included. Additional cremation funeral charges may apply. So unless you come to them right now and say, boom, here's $800 flat, which the average American doesn't have $500, and we're talking about Black Americans, the average American doesn't have access to $500 in the event of emergency. So how many grandmas you think who pay $40 a day on fucking Lotto? Happy National Sons Day today. How many grandmas you think can pull out $800 right now and pay for your cremation? Plus, they got to pay to have your body exhumed or transported to this location. Yeah. So we're at, let's call it $800. We're at $1,100, right? Because that's just the cremation and the funeral. So we're at $1,100 with the cremation and the funeral. I'm sorry, with the cremate, not exactly. Well, this is the funeral if you pay it up front. But then you actually have to have a funeral. How much is a funeral with cremation? Let's see. So the average funeral costs between $7,000 and $12,000. The average funeral with cremation is between $6,000 and $7,000. This is as of 2021, folks. So I know where the fuck you put, $500 for my funeral. Yes, you can get it a little cheaper because funeral directors drop their pants like prostitutes because motherfuckers die every day. So they get to drop the prices drastically for no fucking reason. But you would think that people would have, like, I know somebody who works in the funeral industry. He's a New York City police officer. And he delivers bodies because his family owns a funeral home. It happens to be my cousin. But that shit ain't free. So let's continue here. Let me stop this screen really quick because I want to see what she's talking about here. This is serious. They're telling you the importance of investing in life insurance. So let's make this a big screen again. Here we go.
Or get life insurance, whatever's needed. We have to get it done, especially in our community.
Kevin, are there any programs with funeral homes, say now, where you can pay the funeral home or buy a policy from the funeral home if that makes you feel comfortable instead of some big insurance company?
There is, and I tell most of my close friends and family this. It doesn't matter where you go, but you should plan, and the earlier the better. And when you come in and plan your funeral and pay for it, it actually locks in the prices, and the money doesn't go into the funeral home's bank account. It actually goes into a trust fund of sorts or an insurance policy in the person.
Wait a second. Did you hear what he just said? Wait a second. A trust fund, which is also generally an insurance policy.
It actually goes into a trust fund of sorts or
And let's move that back.
When you come in and plan your funeral and pay for it, it actually locks in the prices, and the money doesn't go into the funeral home's bank account. It actually goes into a trust fund of sorts or an insurance policy in the person's name who made the prearrangements. And then that gets trained.
So it goes into. You can't make this stuff up.
And the money doesn't go into the funeral home's bank account. It actually goes into a trust fund of sorts or an insurance policy in the person's name who made the prearrangements. And then that is transferable. So if the person 15 years from now wants to move out of state, they can take it with them.
Right.
But yeah, there's definitely plans like that you can do that on a monthly payment plan.
But the important thing is to plan. We want to thank you both for joining us here on the Fact Uncensored and your valuable advice. Pre-plan.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people are afraid to talk about death, but it's coming.
Ain't that the absolute truth? A lot of people are afraid to talk about it, but it's coming. Right? So $7,000 for a cremation. $7,000. I know people who spend more than that on the baby's first birthday party. But they won't buy life insurance. Because they think it's a waste of money. Because your local Prime America agent told you to buy a term policy. Term is cheap, but term is gambling. Term is saying, I'm going to die in 20 years. Otherwise, I just threw money out the window. That's what term is saying. So now I want to take a look at something else, Black America, because this is specifically for Black men. Because earlier, TK was talking to Black men, right? And he was saying some pretty wicked stuff that was concerning, or should have been concerning, to quite a few of us. And one of the things that he was saying was, come on, man. Like, we men. I'm going to teach you how to be a man, right? So he was showing us how to man up with stuff. Man up, right? So I'm going to show y'all something real quick, because I think it's very important that we take a look at this. And this is important information because it's actual factual statistics. And these are statistics that were done by, a lot of universities whom study, actuary and stuff. So they've actually studied these type of things. Let's take a look here. Let me share my screen. And we're going to look at one more thing. Well, we're going to... Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Okay. We're going to look at one more thing before I close this out. Okay. So hopefully, let me make sure you guys can... No, I'm showing the wrong one still. Why is this fucking window won't close? So let's remove that one more time. We'll stop the share. And we'll do like this. It's this one, right? Okay. So share. You know what? I'm just going to share my entire screen because it's annoying to go back and forth. And I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, so let's look at some statistics. Really quick, I want to look at this because a lot of Black men in the manosphere are truckers. And this has to do with our net worth and things, but in 2017, 31,000 Sikh men entered to the trucking industry at one time. Those are Indian guys who wear turbans. I speak to a lot of Black men in the manosphere who are trucking, and they're always like, yeah, those Indian guys are taking over. Meanwhile, we have Black men who brag about owning a truck company, Death Row Trucking LLC, bringing in a meager income of $100,000 and they have a net worth of $2,700 minus depreciable assets. Yet they can't produce enough income to compete as a one-man operation, having to handle things like dispatch, intake, logistics, maintenance, and a host of other issues such as accounting that got to be dealt with while conducting day-to-day business. They can't compete with a sync company like Sing Bros LLC, which is a fleet of 500 men with 30 trucks, so they can outbid you on a job, undercut you on price, and deliver faster, thus creating a continuous relationship when bidding on future trucking jobs or even giving a right of first refusal on certain large deliveries. With an entire workforce, many pressures that are put on the one-man operations will likely drown. They can be delegated and built into a system. See, this one trucking company can create a pool of income and generational wealth by using things like life insurance policies to create buy-sell agreements or business exit strategies. It also creates liquidity to give things like working capital so that other Sikh men who maybe don't want to be in the trucking business can open a business. Unlike you fuck niggas who would rather not come together. Y'all niggas would rather get a fucking new G-Wagon or be like my cousin who got SWG trucking in fucking New York, but he got fucking Destro, a fucking gray fucking Dodge Durango. Nigga, you ain't hired nobody. What the fuck are we doing? Nigga, you ain't hired nobody. 31,000 of these motherfuckers came into the industry at once. You are one fucking nigga. Yes, wife. I'm upset at my own people because we're doing some bullshit. We don't need to be on this bullshit. I ain't a black man who got shot 5 times for no fucking reason. My niggas is gonna step our game up. Come hell of fucking high water. Economics and socioeconomic status. The median household income for African Americans is $43,892. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, weekly earnings for black men as of Q4 2020 was $869 a week. That's $45,188 a year versus white men earning $1,122 a week. That's $58,344 per year. Now we're going to look at current and median net worth by race. So we have it broken down to high net worth and median net worth. And we have the race here. So white, non-Hispanic men, the high or the apex net worth is $983,400. The median net worth is $188,200. Black man, the high net worth, the apex niggas, the HNICs. Apex high net worth is $146,800, while our median net worth is $24,100. Nigga, really? Nigga, really? Now we're gonna take some more looks at this, because this was for a debate. But inheritance of black poverty is all about the black men. There's a study from fucking Brookings Institute. Brookings Institute is studying this shit. This ain't just a regular nigga studying it. Brookings Institute is studying this shit. And you know what it said? Black men have low earnings mobility. Because all y'all niggas want to do is open Rap Records LLC. Let me explain to you something why so many Negroes supposedly have a passion for music. There was actually a documentary by PBS called Boss, The Black Business Experience, where it explained about the people who opened North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company. And they started as barbers, then real estate, then insurance. But at the end, in the 1930s, Negroes could only make money in entertainment, which is why half of you fuck niggas really don't give a fuck about music, because you don't know anything about music except your local bars. Yeah, nigga, I'm a real nigga, and I came from the hood, so now I gotta say some words that rhyme. But I can't really say words that rhyme all the time, because I don't have the vernacular. Because in school, I was called an educated lame and taught to have game. Did that rhyme? I didn't even try to do it. Shout out to Sir Ism. So, at any rate, man, I'm about to make myself cry seriously because this shit, we ain't supposed to be this bad off, black man. Shit hurts my feelings. And should hurt yours too. Should make you pissed. And if it doesn't, then you are part of the problem and we're going to get rid of you. You getting steamrolled over. So what we're going to do, black man, is we're going to come back. We're going to learn how to topple regimes. Yeah, I'm talking that talk. We're going to learn how to topple regimes. And then we're going to go ahead and control this. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you're enjoying my content, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, if you'd like to contribute to channel growth, my information is in the description. As always, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute. These are real numbers, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I may put the Brookings Institute study in here, just so y'all gentlemen can see that. This is, you know, fellas, we gonna run this. So let's do it. In fact, I'm gonna put the Brookings Institute study in the description, in the chat right now. The Brookings Institute says the inheritance of black poverty. It's all about the black men. It's all about us, men. Till we step our game up, our women ain't got no choice but to either look elsewhere or act up. Till we step up. Till we become the apex predators. Till we become the absolute men that we're supposed to be. Until we stop this little kitty bullshit. Right? All this is coming from a debate that I had that I didn't even get to do, so I don't even care anymore. This shit pissed me off. So I'm gonna read y'all a little bit more from the debate. Because there's something I wrote in here. Because it's difficult for our black women to take us serious, right? Well, let's look at what our black women have the lack of. We have the stereotype of a Madden king. A guy who sits at home and is an expert in John Madden football. Or he's revving up for his next mixtape while sagging jeans and dressing in graphic tees while at age 40. Well, it don't assist in the public perception of manhood globally, which also diminishes viable candidates as black women. They fail to take seriously a 41-year-old man dressed like Soulja Boy in 2008 with braids and a fucking white tee down to his knees as a serious position of leadership. You wonder why the women won't follow you, nigga? You look like you're 16. Dress like a fucking grown man, and the women will follow. And no, I'm not saying that Mark Zuckerberg doesn't dress in a t-shirt and jeans. Me and my mama had this conversation today. She was like, yeah, Simon Cowell, all he wears is t-shirts and jeans and sneakers. But that t-shirt and jeans and sneakers he wears, just like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, that shit's probably Gucci. It's probably $5,000 a t-shirt. Y'all niggas don't know because it ain't got Gucci across the fucking front. Right? Y'all don't like when I'm yelling and shit. Oh man, you need to calm down. This shit is bad. Nah, fuck that. Nigga, get mad. You should be mad, nigga. You 41 years old dressed like a 16-year-old. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? And then you think the women are supposed to take us seriously? Really? Nigga, really? What in the fuck? Are you serious? Come on, cuz. Word to God, that shit. This is a study from Brookings Institute. So white people are studying us and saying, well, these niggas are no threat. Let's go ahead and put the Asian hate crime bill in. Because these niggas ain't gonna do nothing but buy a new Mercedes-Benz or a new Lexus off of these Asians anyway. They're gonna be mad about the Asian crime bill, but they ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna come together as 31,000 people and create a fucking fleet. These niggas are gonna start a business by themselves, make $100,000 and buy a $100,000 car, stunt on niggas, and be A.J. Johnson and die worth $100,000 and have their fucking wife put up a fucking GoFundMe. Get the fuck out of my face. I was on Charles Faulkner last night talking to a nigga talking about, will the banks give 4%? Actually, the insurance companies, and you can look this up, Google IRC 7702, the Internal Revenue Code 7702. Insurance companies been giving y'all dumbasses 4% for the past decade. But you want Shiba Coin, daddy. You want Shiba Coin. Salute to the underrated darkness. I'm sorry, man. I ain't even mean to be going this long. So remember, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass work in progress every day and see success. Don't be a 40-year-old looking like you 16 wondering why women ain't taking you serious. And remember, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute. Nobody does it better. Original, they never will be. We bump it from coast to coast. Yeah, yeah. We just trying to make you see. Nobody does it better. They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be. We bump it from coast to coast. Yeah, yeah. Bam! Salute, brother. Like I said, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Keep wearing your graphic tees, black men. It's all right. We got our own. And no, we're not talking about swag, but we create things. Those graphic tees are fine, but let's make sure we put ourselves in a position to be taken serious. So sometimes you got to code switch. Let's switch the code and realize that we don't have to look like our 16-year-old sons. Right? Trust me. I grew up in a certain era. I still like the saggy jeans, but me and my homeboy was driving. We seen the dude. He's like, yo, this dude must have just came home from jail because he's dressed like 2008. We can't do this no more, black men. What are we going to do? We're going to come in. We're going to infiltrate. We're going to work with these people covertly. Then we're going to topple these regimes. When people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept that challenge. I'm out. Salute.